Chris White. I'm the Vatican Correspondent for the National Catholic Reporter and the Vatican Analyst for NBC News and MSNBC. And I graduated from the Masters in Ethics Society program in 2013. Yeah, I think what attracted me to the program is that in undergrad I had studied politics, philosophy, and economics, and then afterwards worked for a law firm for a bit, and then at an NGO at the UN. And as I was looking to go to grad school, I wanted something that was interdisciplinary because having studied politics, philosophy, and economics, I think that I had really appreciated studies that were designed to bring a lot of disciplines in conversation with each other. And that was a big highlight of the program for me. And after the program, I still wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do with my life, but I knew I enjoy asking questions and considering big ideas and also writing, all of which the master's program really sort of helped me, further those passions and craft those skills. And so eventually I, started freelancing quite a bit and ended up reporting full time because if you like asking questions, journalism is a good career for you. Well, I think one fundamental rule or ethical principle of journalism is to minimize harm. If you often hear in medical professions, do no harm, it's sort of the same principle. So I think of one thing that I report on quite a bit is clergy sex abuse. And so I've spent a lot of time dealing with victims, hearing their stories and telling their stories. And these sort of reports and stories require all sorts of ethical decision making, particularly, understanding what a victim is willing to do and say and how far they're willing to go, the conditions in which they're willing to go on the record to share their story, and treating them first and foremost as someone who has endured terrible trauma and is willing to share their story. And so utilizing that principle of minimizing harm, I think, is critical in reporting those sorts of stories. Sure. I think one of the courses I enjoyed most at Fordham was probably my theological ethics course. It was, not only did we have a terrific instructor, but it was a seminar that really allowed you to get into so many important topics where you just take, the questions of theology, but also apply them to today. And when I look back on that course, it's a bit wild because so many of the people that we read in that course in contemporary theological ethics are now people I call on to give me quotes, provide commentary in my articles, and I rely on them as experts. And so I was introduced to their writings a decade ago, thanks to Fordham, and now I incorporate their own writings into my own reporting, and that's especially rewarding. I think one piece of advice I would have is just to lean into the interdisciplinary nature of the program. Because you have so many professors from different backgrounds, so many students from various career tracks. And for me as a journalist, I'm most interested in things that keep me curious and the people that keep asking questions and that motivate me to keep searching for answers or to pull back another layer of the story and understand how everything fits together. And I think one of the great designs of the Masters in Ethics and Society program is that it's very natural for curious people. It provides a nice home and habitat for facilitating an environment where these things are encouraged. And so I would just say lean into that and always be curious.